Capricorn, what's good? Maybe it's just the way that God made me this day. Thank you for being here. I honor you. I honor your path, your many paths. I honor your discernible and intelligent qualities. Please forgive me for my warped shirt. I thought about addressing the issue, but who gives a F? What's good? Capricorn, thank you for being here. This is a message for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. You are present at the moment. Also, the Sagittarius vibe kicked you into gear, or you have Sagittarian qualities. You have self-control and you have the Tower. So yeah, the Tower, Mars. You have the Tower twice, Mars. And Mars in Capricorn is Three of Pentacles. So figure out what just happened, and I can summarize it from you. Something fell apart. Something is being created, whether it's obvious or hidden. Something will be sustainable, will be sustained, will be part of your greatest work. Once again, I honor you and your magnificent path, your discernible way about you. Thank you, Capricorn. It is wonderful to greet you after the fall. Once it comes together, like it was past. It was past. There was a shock to the system. A shock to your soul. Okay. It's far too late to say you're sorry. There's no reason for you to say you're sorry for living. Whether it's out loud, whether you came out, whether you're coming out, or whether your baby came out. Whether you came out with a baby. Whether you left, like, no matter if you feel that you have been able to sustain something over time, a project now becomes solidified, founded, and there's that graduation point, right? The turning point. If you were in creation mode, it could have felt like nothing would stick. Now something sticks. If you were in your Plutonian destroyer phase, which it could have felt like that anyway, no matter if you were trying to create or sustain or doing your best to create and sustain. You did create something regardless. You have sustained something regardless. But when we turn to the triplity of all the states involved within that trinity, we have the destroyer. So something is being left behind. It could be a business. It could be a way of doing business. It could be someone you do business with. It could be a way of being. You were enacting father wounds. Then you time warp through mother wounds, the father and the mother, and then there's a lot of the vibration of people who are used to saying yes to everything. So yes, people and people pleasers, I suppose, which is kind of a loaded phrase, right? It's over. Like, all of that is over, and yeah, there can be a quality of not giving any F's or out of F's to give. Instead, honor that has been destroyed, and it isn't wrong. It's not wrong. It's part of the Trinity. Maybe it's just the way that God made you this day, right, Capricorn? There were a lot of shifts over the summer. In the last year, Capricorn, you could have experienced like people's intimate preferences, like all that, like you could have come out, like, that's what I mean, like, or you could have gone from a really corporate thing to a not to a grassroots thing. You could have left the, up whatever, like however many figures salary, and there's no salary anymore. It's like there's self-control involved. Maybe it's just a pause. Maybe it's a redirection. Figure out where your Capricorn house sits for some of you in those first houses, first, second, third. Mercury is just like kind of exposing everything, and you may just feel like you don't give enough. But like that's part of the living out loud, right? Like maybe you were hiding what you thought was cringe, or what you thought was offensive, or what you thought was taboo, or what you thought was off the beaten path, or Aquarian, like, that can be considered like perversion, but it's just like, it's just why are people looking at it if it's not something that is naturally occurring in public? But so then everyone has to still judge it, right? Like, oh my, okay. Can I explain to you card number 36, the forest? So you're coming out with something, like, but it was hellish. A reward. There's a monument. The whole body is like, what is the body? Like your body of work, your body of business, your body of being. Like, what does that mean? A lot of you had a mind shock. Mars, the Tower, Secret 16, Swords, 10 of Swords, Sun in Gemini. What is that one? The Queen of, no, I'm sorry. It was the Queen of Cups, So something that was hidden, something you really love, your preference, something you prefer. It could even be like you're just tired of being super masculine and like driven by masculinity. So it doesn't have to be a change in any preference of anything or identity. It just is. Well, like, also you could have experienced that in people, and you're like, you as a Capricorn, being a part of these communities, you're affected by it. Your mind wants to catch up and understand. And when you allowed that, so shocked to the system. Did you do like a yoga thing or something? A shock to the soul. Like, here's a Knight of Wands. Yeah, a lot of Gemini qualities. Like you were searching for something. The Hermit is here. You were looking for something. A shock to your soul. It took you directly to soul level. And that could just mean like you dug deep. This is the nodes, Mars, Virgo, the Hermit. But we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, and then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is present. Cancer is obviously the opposite sign of Capricorn, and it is a softening, or it is like a release. It's something that was hidden, but it's based in love. It's founded in love. It grew out of love. It may not look pretty right now, but there's the self-control needed. And then look, the gates, and then it's like non-conformity, which is very Aquarian. It could be very like, who do you prefer, depending on the choices, the preference before. It could have shifted and changed, and so now means it's coming out, like you're coming out. Is victory. So victory, right? Like that means it's taken a lot out of you. You could have hit maybe I don't want to say that, but like you could have hopefully it was proverbial, right? Like proverbial hitting the wall. It just like it caught up to you mentally, like it was a shock. You could have become ill with that mental strife, or it just is something that you tried to hide for a long time, that you tried to maybe not deny. And again, Capricorn, this could be someone that is near you, dear to you, or something like that, or both of you are going through this, or something like that. Spiritual cleansing. Let me just pick out one of these for you. But it is like your focus shifts. So again, it's like a new direction, whether it's like it has that quality about it, going from straight lace to off the beaten path. That's what I mean by that, like Aquarian taboo. Perversion is not like the best word, I don't think. It's like sardonic. It's biting. It's cheeky. It's what is that word? Camp. Yeah, campy. Camp. So I mean, it's artistic. It's healing nonetheless. It's healing work. You're a performer or something. Relief. Yes, relief is coming. So like that's a hard part, is accepting that the hard part is over. Yeah, you're surrounded by divine, there's a divine essence, and to me it's just the nature spirits being here, and Eris being in your fourth house. That is this house of Cancer. So Capricorn, for you, that's the opposite house, right? Like, but in this case, if you're a Capricorn rising, your fourth house is governed by Aries, and that's where Eris shows up. And in the forest, that's where the ugly witch. And to be totally, completely transparent with you, all three witches live in the forest, and it's all the same. Like all of them are within you. So you're not separate anymore. You're not the chariot trying to hold everything together. And I know you became tired. It's transformation. Okay, transformation. You're going on a voyage. So you're going somewhere. Or you're coming back from somewhere. Look, blank slate. Once it seems like, wow, water, air and water, travel overseas, time off. Maybe that's what you needed, or maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's all you needed. Maybe you found just what you needed, right? Okay, values oracle. Clear the channel, divine messages for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. I also read for Mars, Venus, Mercury. Thank you to our guides. Thank you so much to our heavenly guides. Thank you. Please protect us, spiritual guides of the highest light. And allow me to channel for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising. Clear divine messages. Any values? Simplicity. Virgo, again, simplicity. Things are settling. You do have solar. Go back to the Sagittarius message, but something is like coming out now. Have the confidence to speak up, right? Like now you're gonna have to say something. Has a lot to do about, so see your worthiness. So maybe check out where you're again, Capricorn house is in, and sacral is Scorpio and Taurus, right? Were your family members determining your value and your self-worth? Were they like, doing that? Marrying you off, or like they married you off or something like that? Yo, monogamy. First choose you, okay? Libra. I'm not even kidding. Mars and Capricorn. Give me a hot second. Artist. It fell. You're hiding. Oh my God. I'm not even lying. Sexuality. Okay, every time I say things like that, sacred union, every time I say you're excited, it took those the exercises, right? Like yeah, shock to the system. Could have been like, I don't know. This turns out to be different for everyone. If you're a Pisces like me who travels cosmic dimension through all spaces, and I was on pause from Akashic Record librarian, but they called me back in, and I'm looking at records, and here it is. The focus is shifting because you directed the energy, which is what I tell a lot of folks, especially Sagittarians, especially I don't know, Capricorns. What do I tell you? I told you to take a break. Because I know this shock to the system would happen. There would be a leap of faith. There would be a change of personality, change of home, change of like the vessel, like your body, or all of it. Your money, the way you make money, who you make money with, who you talk to, who you work with, things like that. You're very excited after like, it's like somehow you made it through the wilderness. So it has that like virginal simplicity. That's giving you this like confidence of like, okay, so I went through what I went through, and it was like those types of experiences that like really put me like very beat, right? But it has allowed you to return to you, in your moment of rest, in your moment of singularity, in your Queen of Swords, Libran. I'm going to have to stand alone. I'm going to have to divorce this experience, whatever it is. Family, friends, coworkers, bosses, people, jobs, all of it. I'm like, clean slate. I'm not wearing any of my rings. It's the whole clean slate. I took off my little thingy hoodie stuff. Y'all, monogamy. What monogamy? So what? You were not monogamous and now you are, or vice versa? Sacred union. Something. Your focus. Okay, that's part of the message too, the way about you, the way that you were. So when you realized that it wasn't about what you want, it was how you were approaching it. And then that became very involved in determining what does it take? Why are you driven to those things or those folks or those situations? And then you were able to like pan out macro and kind of like befriend every situation, tend to it, look at it from like the micro. You're in the forest, you're looking at the bad, the good, the ugly, the good, the bad, the ugly, like you're going back and forth, very mentally exhausting. And you were likely caught up in like too many secrets, right? Like too many emotionally withholding, emotionally avoidant, emotionally disassociated from emotion. A world of, like, the way I could see this is like overworking and then working. So like you had two choices: to work and to work, to work or to work. A shock to the system, and then a shock to the soul. Destruction. From that comes creation. That is so like Sagittarius and far out Scorpio, Libra. Like Mars is in your Libra. Okay. Mars retrograde Cancer. That's where the moon occurred too. It's like a hidden relationship, or the new addition to the relationship, or the way the masculine shows up changes. Again, the way the masculine shows up, that could mean so much. Once again, Ten of Swords. Well, they were put out like for a hot minute. They have to get better health-wise, mentally. They have to come back to themselves. Whoever I'm speaking to, Capricorn, right here. Confidently, like, address and shine. Don't hide from a reality that maybe it doesn't match. Right? What did we say? Non-conforming? You know, like, there's so many. I was laughing at what I said earlier. Like, millennials really determine relationships, like, by 2 parts psychology, 3 parts Instagram, 1 part Facebook, 1 part text all day. I'm going to lie about this one, but I'm going to get on the apps, but don't tell people I'm on the apps, this app, or this dating app, or that hookup app, or this app looks not like that kind of app, but I'm going to use it like that kind of app. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Alrighty then. Yeah, look, act up. You want to act up? Now the focus shifts, because it was like you were like, oh, I was kind of acting up in all the like levels of like macro, microscopic. What am I doing? What, like, how, why, how does this, oh, wow, like I got to the origin, the father, the mother. Suddenly you're like looking at the good, the bad, the ugly. Our goddess with 1,000 names. Wow, what does goddess Isis have to say? Yo. Okay, Mars. This is what goddess Isis says is a situation. This is more than just a situation. This is like the home is changing. Your values are changing. You're going for simplicity. You kind of were prescribed simplicity, like simple way about you. Simplify the way about you. Give it up. Capricorn, this is wild. I'm gonna go grab my rings and let these ancestors speak. Where's my gavel? Oh my god, y'all. Like, okay, wait, the lovers, the Knight of Cups, the lovers, 2 of Cups. All right then, Cap. That's all we can to know? Like, I don't want to divulge. I'm gonna go get my rings. The Empress. All right. Okay, Capricorn. Look who I brought back. The artist came back. I don't know if the artist wants to be exposed. The Empress is here, y'all. The Emperor is like, I'm not even. Okay, keep following. You may want to. You may have thought you were gonna go back to something, and then like everything happened, and so where you thought you were going to ask for forgiveness, now it's like that's shifting too. That's the truth, baby. Look, Ace of Swords, Justice. I'm just gonna leave these out here. We have two major arcana. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Man, I should have like let you see it before I walked away, right? Like, I swear I don't make this stuff up. And y'all know I don't want to do any like divine union readings. But like things are here for a reason. The Empress could very well be the birth of a project, the birth of many new projects within business, the birth of a new creative endeavor, the birth of a new, the founding of a business, or the business going public, something going public, something presenting itself, a love offer, a solid commitment. Just as Saturn, Libra, Saturn, Capricorn, or Libra in general, Venus, Libra also. This is a justified Empress, one that has manifested something in their, what I would say, alongside their spiritual path, or at least admission to a truth, a ancient lineage based, like family and ancestral based breaking of a generational thing, healing from generational wounds, healing from the wounds of the matriarchy and the patriarchy. All of them, none of them, one of them, something must have happened with all these towers. It was like internal, external. It was a God moment. It's almost like, is everything falling? Is the sky gonna fall? Cut. Now, when you fall, can I get a sparkling water, please, before I fall back again? How much is each fall back? It's per item cost. Thank you. Talk to my handler. Okay, you don't need to stop it with the 1111. Look out of the Five of Cups, and that's the healing, right? That's the shift will occur when the third party situation is addressed, cared for, healed, mourned, grieved, let it go, blah blah blah. Anger, frustration, enlightenment, understanding, gnosis, wisdom, application, leaving it behind, finally escaping it, finally leaving it, finally learning the lesson, finally getting to leave the bardo, the insanity of it all, right? What's being illuminated for the Capricorn? Based on this, right? The truth is being illuminated. What is the truth? What is the tower? What is the tower? Okay, something that made you ill, maybe overworking or overdoing it or overconsumption. The cups, the watery cups, those alcoholic beverages, right? Like healing from that. Or that could have been what caused a lot of like the depression, stalemates. But that stalemate itself created rapid shifts and rapid changes around you. It created a domino effect of sorts. Like believe it or not, you falling back to rest triggered everything. Sun in Scorpio, the Empress again, Aries Aquarius, or Pisces Aquarius, Three of Wands, Sun in Aries. Okay, things are like, there's a Seven of Pentacles moment because you're looking at it. Because having left where you left, whatever it is that you're leaving behind, or like whatever you're out of, whatever you're done with, an old way of being, that's what's actually honoring that you're taking the leap of faith is what will ease everything and what will allow it to take its course, allow the course of time to pass, allow the passage of time, and it is a shift that is rapid. So Sun in Aquarius, Sun in Pisces, then Sun in Aries, 2 months, right? Like 2 months and 2 weeks, 22. 36, and the Pisces, I believe. Do you believe? Okay. It's a shift. Do you believe? It's from the, if I can't see it, how can I even believe that that's real? Something prove to you that it is real and you're psychic. Capricorn, are you psychic? Because Mercury is here too. We started the message with Mercury. We've been talking a lot about like, you were not psychic, then you're psychic. Like that could be a possibility. You were like a normal office person and then all of a sudden you're like channeling spirits. Okay. Old Empress out. Honestly, like they were not an Empress, or you were not in Empress mode. You were not in your Empress hood. Yeah, look, a transitional phase, like leaving a job or leaving a governmental official thing or leaving a program, graduating. It's more like leaving. I feel like leaving a tough job, like leaving something tough behind, leaving something that broke you, leaving a way of life that just wasn't amounting to much, okay? It was not artistic. It wasn't your artistic way of being. It was a way, now that I can kind of wrangle that, it's like you were taught to see a certain way. When this shock hit, it shifted from seeing in a way, perceiving in a specific manner in the veil, that went from I see, I perceive to, whoa, I believe I can create. I believe I'm a creator, not I see destruction. So I must work to eliminate and work to strive to never destroy or be around destruction. And so it was like you were running from the destruction of old systems which needed to be completed before the Four of Wands, Venus and Aries, and that will happen very soon here in like 3 weeks or so. And then it's like retrograde. Venus is even Okay, so the old Empress, the old choice, that led you to the wrong choice. Is that not the truth? The devil, Saturn in Capricorn, led you to the wrong choice. That is the truth. And what's the right choice then? What's your justified choice? Why is the Justice card here? Goddess Isis, you're talking to us, right? Like, Justice is this moon in Cancer, this full moon in Cancer is your inheritance. It's like you are finally looking at something seriously, something that I'm so sorry that I haven't even been. I've been talking to you. Damn it. It's later. I'm hungry now. Venus and Scorpio. Look, this is it. It was like, because you've been hiding, because you were hiding something big, or you were unwilling to see, so you were hiding from it. You kept running from it. So it's here. It's like, hey, it's this is what it's going to take for you to dissolve like the delusions, and admit that those delusions may be asserted within your perception, your ways of seeing, and that you may encounter a more imaginative and creative and artistic way about you if you can believe that that is your possibility. But it is that you have been denying it, and it's more appropriate for me to say you've been in denial, because this is a master quality of you. For you to deny, like, that you're a magician, that you are a high priest or high priestess, like caliber, when you were operating in, even without those like fancy magical, like ooh la la spiritual sexy witch thing, like you were still not operating as the divine child of the universe that you are, Capricorn. So please hit like, don't forget to hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Y'all, everyone's been getting the Four of Cups. Okay, I'm so sorry that I haven't been talking to this thing. It does feel like you're going against your mom and your dad. Or maybe it looks like they're feeling defeated. So it seems like you're worried, you're concerned, but save, yeah, budget, and then it's gonna take off. Like the Sagittarian winds are like ready for you to save up what you're worried about and then get ready, which is the Sagittarian message. And here's your gate. Ace of Pentacles is love and money, right? Which Justice is love and money. And this is, again, a way that is truly of your artistic essence and creative essence. Now you no longer create, or now you no longer run from destruction or hide from it to attain and to accrue. Now you create to build and believe that once you finally build it, that like the belief then is the reality. The money's real, the love's real. Yes, the money can be had. Yes, you can work to develop the plan. If 1111 is here, it's like you can work to end old projects, end old ways, and like graduate and or mark it off the list, or it's a huge old way, new way. And it's like, hey, that plan, it worked until it didn't. The new plan, it wants to work if you let it. If you let it out. Ace of Pentacles. And then God lets you the F out. Wheel of Fortune, no joke. That's beautiful. The Nine of Cups. So, like, some psychic told you that this would happen. Sorry, that this would happen. And you're like, whoa, this happened. Also, the drinking, please. That, like, that offered clarity. Okay, give that up. Give up the old. It wasn't your wish, it was someone else's wish. Give up others' wishes about you. Give up what others wish you would do, what others would give up what others want for you, because it's not providing anything to you. Living by others' means and others' ways. It's that one missing. That's like the one. It's like the key that, wow. It's the key and that's it. It dissolves the illusion. And then you see the reality, the cup of love. So it's like a new direction in love, right? Like a new relationship. Okay. New contracts, new work, new path. Also a journey, a travel, I need a break. Okay. Yeah. Maybe where you were like, I'm gonna go back there. No, it's not. Your focus shifts. Page of Swords. You know, like what it truly means for you now, right? Sagittarius, Scorpio. Okay. What can we do? What is the new archetype, right? Wow, look, the sustainer. 24. The mirror. Wow. Of course the mirror comes out. Okay, the Judge. Black and white, no more. Wow, look, what was depleting you? This is the temporary transitional archetype. You're determining the way of thinking that led you to be all dried up. Okay. The desert. You're going to make it out of here. Card number 37. But first, look at these, where you were like, yes, no, yes, no, yes. A lot of yeses, right? 14. Imbalance. Now the flow. Now the feminine flow. Now the divine feminine flow. But it is that is the water that quenches the fire. It's the, but also the water carries the fire. And that's a yogic up, right? Spiral up, spiral. From being abandoned, from the abandonment, from the neglect. Okay. Maybe they were trying to make up for it, right? Parents kind of try to make up for, friends try to kind of make up for, marital spouses and business partners kind of try to make up for not being timely about sustaining and creating. Instead, the trying becomes so disparate and the diaspora of like love and money and my mind and my body and my hookups and and like my baby mama, and it's just like, ow, who am I texting today? Oops, time's up, right? It's for your relief. Okay, now, Capricorn, it's for your relief. It's for your love. It's for travel. It's for money. Isn't that what you wanted since you were a kid? To be about you and there being a way given for you, give way for the Capricorn. I honor you. Please hit like, hit share, and share it with someone. Hit subscribe and stick around and leave me a comment. Say hi. What's relief, right? That was part of that's what they put on the flag, or like some of these symbols are like, off we go. We're gonna go sailing. Which coast shall we sail? The end of suffering or hard times, a much needed relief or break in the energy, miracles, rescue, and reprieve. Miracles. Meditate on this symbol when all seems too much. Feel it blast out the negative as you call in strength to your heart. End strife is an Icelandic magical stave associated with ending suffering and calming anger. May your strife be soothed and released, eradicated from your beautiful system, okay? What a shock. What a wonderful shock that offers relief after the fall. Congratulations, Capricorn. You're different. Yeah. Did someone heal you? Out of the box, okay? You got this. Ciao.